Alright, hey everybody, so welcome to another After We Collided movie video. So today's video is giving you guys a recap of a whole bunch of stuff that Anna Todd actually said during her most recent Instagram live, Q&A session. Now this info is coming from @AfterDailyNews on Instagram. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into this. About the release of AWC, they have a possible date, but she cannot tell anything because everything can change because of the virus. Now, going a little, kind of reading between the lines here, if she is saying that they do have a tentative release date, and the only reason why she cannot, say what the release date is, because she does not want to get her hopes up, to tell us, something, one day, and then all of a sudden the very next day or like a week later it says, oh, After We Collided, delayed due to the coronavirus. Well, that means that we have a U.S. distributor, because like I've said from day one, and one of the big things that I've tried to drill into your heads from day one is that without a U.S. distributor, the release date cannot be set because they are the ones who actually set the release dates. The distributors are the ones who actually set the release dates. So if Anna Todd is saying we have a tentative release date, but the reason why they cannot say anything is because of the virus, because they do not want to get our hopes up, and then all of a sudden, the date changes due to the virus or gets delayed or gets, put to TBD, that means that we have a U.S. distributor. So that should make us very happy, and I'm sure we'll get that information pretty soon. All right, so the next thing is that Anna Todd is writing a new book, and it will be more distressing than all the others. Okay, I am really excited to read that, but also really, really, really scared if it's actually going to be more distressing than all the other books that she writes. All right, so about some of the scenes from the first film, Anna Todd fought hard, but unfortunately she did not have all the control she would like over the production. And that's something that we've known for a very long time, is that while Anna Todd has a lot more control this time over After We Collided, and even though she had, more control than authors in general do have in terms of the first film, she did not have all the control in the world. So that's why, that she can fight all she wants, but at the end of the day it comes down to the producers, it comes down to the director, and it comes down to the people behind the film. And Anna Todd, she can fight for the scenes all she wants, but if the producers and the director, or if the director mainly says, hey, you know what, we're not going to put this scene in the film, or hey, I don't like this scene, it's going to go out, then of course you're not going to be able to get that scene into the film no matter how much Anna Todd fights for it. But one of the great things is that now Anna Todd does have a lot more control over the sequel and over After We Fell and After We're Happy whenever we get those two films. So this next bit of information should make a lot of us very happy, because we have been asking this a lot. They are working on the movie poster for After We Collided. All right, so yeah, the next thing is that Anna Todd told us that Roger made sure we had bloopers from the second film, and they did their best to have behind-the-scenes content in order to promote the movie. So yeah, one of the major criticisms surrounding the first film, or surrounding the home entertainment in terms of the first film, was the fact that we did not get any bloopers, we did not really get any behind-the-scenes content. And so yeah, it's great to know that Roger Kumble actually fought hard to make sure that we have bloopers and behind the scenes content this time, because I cannot wait to see a gag reel. With as crazy as Roger Kumble is, with as crazy as Joe is, with as crazy as this cast is, I cannot wait to see the gag reel in terms of this After We Collided. All right, so the next thing is about Dylan playing Trevor. Anna Todd says, quote, "We wanted to make sure he was different from Hardin, act different, look different, be the opposite. Dylan is the perfect Trevor." So yeah, reading the book, I really do. I can see Dylan Sprouse playing fucking Trevor. So yeah, I cannot wait to see what Dylan brings to the role. And of course, that was like one of the big things that they wanted, and actually that is like one of the huge things that you would want from the character of Trevor, especially if they're gonna switch over in terms of the love triangle, is that you are gonna want him to be different from Hardin. You are gonna want him to act different. You are gonna want him to look different and just be the complete and total opposite. And that is, of course, what we're going to get. Anna Todd's favorite movie between After and AWC is, of course, After We Collided. Yeah, that's not actually that big of a shock there. That's not really like some, a big revelation there, because After We Collided, as a lot of us know, is going to be a lot closer to the books. It is going to be more book accurate. We're going to get book Hardin, book Tessa, book Hessa. It's going to be a lot more closer to the book. So yeah, it is actually, not very surprising that Anna Todd's favorite movie between the first film film and After We Collided is, of course, After We Collided. The next thing is that about the letter. Quote, the letter in the film is a little different from the books, but it is there, yes. I am very happy to hear that. I'm not so happy to hear that it will be a little bit different, but that is like one of the main things, or actually if I were to make a list of everything that I'm anticipating in terms of the sequel, in terms of coming over from the book, the letter that Hardin gives to Tessa is, of course, one of the huge things from the book that you can never claim that you are going back to the books and giving us the books if you do not put in that letter. All right, so the next thing is that Anna, about the soundtrack of the second movie, she says, quote, I'm choosing the song for the film. It's fun, but so difficult because it changes how the scene looks like a lot. I'm having fun. One of the main things that I love about the first film, other than the performance of Josephine Langford, is the music. I mean, I did love the music from the first film. I mean, I think like you can criticize a lot about the first film, but the music was top notch, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us in terms of the soundtrack for the sequel. All right, the sequel to The Brightest Stars might be out in September in USA, but nothing is official for the moment. So yeah, she is working on a sequel to The Brightest Stars, and of course, it could be out in September, but nothing is official for the moment. About the fact that Hessa's apartment belonged to someone else. She says, quote, I asked the same question and tried to reverse the case, but it's one of those things with movies where people didn't think it was realistic enough, and I had to give in, unfortunately. So unfortunately, we will still get, Hessa's apartment belonging to someone else, that it will not be, they will not retcon that for the second film. It looks like they will be sticking to the fact that the apartment is belonging to somebody else. All right, concerning a book about Emery, she says, quote, she already thought about it and wrote some things, but she doesn't know if it would be published. All right. Anna Todd's best memory from the promo tour was when she saw us meeting Joe and Hero and also seeing them having such an experience with the fandom. All right, the next thing is that the ice skating was one of the most memorable days on set, and this time we're getting a behind the scenes and bloopers from this scene. So yes, one of my favorite scenes from the book is, of course, the ice skating sequence, and I cannot wait to see the behind the scenes and bloopers. And you know what? I will be counting in my head how many times Joe or Hero just fall on their ass, and we're gonna get that multiple times. We're gonna probably see them fall on their ass multiple times during the bloopers, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun to watch, and I cannot wait for them to release that. So the next thing is that to get Candace King and Charlie Weber, Anna needed Roger's help. So when you have a director who is, or somebody, professional who's actually been in the industry for a very long time, doors or more doors than usual will open. I mean, you will get, the ability to actually get, certain people that you would never be able to get if you did not have, this connection that Roger Kumble has. All right, the next big thing is that about Charlie being casted as Christian Vance, here is the story. Quote, Hero's agent during the tour was telling me so well about a client that she has who would be great for the role, and when she showed me a picture, I was like, hey, but this is Charlie Weber. All right, of course, Charlie Weber is from a TV show called How to Get Away with Murder. He played Frank on How to Get Away with Murder. And from day one, from the minute that I read the book, because I read the books before it was announced that After We Collided was coming. From the beginning, I actually pictured Charlie Weber as Christian Vance from the very beginning, and he's actually like my big fan casting. He is the person that I wanted from day one. He is the person that I championed from day one, and I cannot wait to see what he brings to the role when we get to see After We Collided, because like I said, he is my fan casting. I loved him in How to Get Away with Murder, so I cannot wait to see what Charlie Weber brings to the role of Christian Vance. All right. The next thing is that for those asking if they should reread AWC before watching the movie, quote, as a reader, I would say not to reread AWC before the movie because no film will be like the books. Unfortunately, but if you reread it, you will understand many things that only readers will understand. So that's not really surprising because, again, if you were to do a complete adaptation, like a page-by-page, chapter by chapter adaptation, you would have like a 10-hour movie. And of course, that's never going to happen. Us fans, we would love to see a 10-hour adaptation of this. But of course, for the general audience, the film needs to be cut down to a little over 2 hours or right around 2 hours. Because Roger Cumble did like a post a long time ago where somebody says, that they want the film to be at least 2 hours long. And Roger Cumble did like that post. So it looks like we will be getting at least a 2-hour After We Collided movie. But this is also true for any type of, book to screen adaptation, is that if you do reread it, if you do know the books, there are going to be things in the film that only the readers will understand. So that's not actually a very big surprise there. All right, so yeah, the final thing is, and this is just fun, Anna Todd is Team Edward in Twilight. So jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So every day I'll be doing daily uploads of the read-throughs where I literally go through different books and read to you guys page by page, chapter by chapter. All 7 books of the After series by Anna Todd, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and Gabriel's Inferno by Sylvain Renard are now on the channel to their completion. I'm working on Gabriel's Rapture / the Gabriel series by Sylvain Renard right now, and these will be daily uploads barring any types of personal illnesses or issues. Now that we have the official green light for the After We Collided movie, I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on that, so keep looking forward to that. You guys are going to be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates. And those updates are also going to cover After We Fell and After We're Happy. So once we get the green light on those 2 films, I'll also be bringing you guys constant updates on those as well. Every other day, I'll be doing different topics that come up in the After fandom. So if there's a topic out there that you guys want to see me talk about, go ahead and either leave it down in the comments, or you can find me on either Twitter, email, or my Facebook. All the relevant information is on the About section of the channel. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to grow to the heights that it has without you guys, and so for that, I'm eternally grateful. You know and I know there are plenty of After fans, old and new, who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel will even exists. So, keep sharing the channel, keep spreading the word of Charles's movie channel, because this channel will easily be one of the best, if not the best, After series channels you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the After series channel. I'll see you later, After fans, After naters. Take care, y'all. Love you.